Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the new launch from Nykaa. This is their Nykaa Eyes on Me eyeshadow palette, and the one I have with me is this Sundowner Stunner. And I went to the store and I wanted to see all the shadows. Like they have 5 palettes in this, so I wanted to check all of them and then wanted to pick them up because I was getting really confused online. So I was shocked that Nykaa launched a 10 eyeshadow palette for 599 rupees. It was like, when I saw the post on Instagram, I was like, I did a double take. I was like, Nykaa, 10 shadow palettes, 599, is it true? So because I really like the colors in the palettes, so I just went to the store in Ambience Mall and I checked out the shadows, and I was having a difficult time like picking up which one I want and zeroed down on this one because so these retail for 599 rupees, and this is like the paper cardboard kind of a packaging that it comes in, really sleek, not like too much waste in packaging. And then there is this thing inside this, and then in which the eyeshadow palette was wrapped. This is how it came, and this is how it looks like. Inside they have the sponge tip applicator. This is like dual ended, and I don't care for these as much. Like this is how the palette itself looks. It has a mix of matte and shimmery eyeshadows, and I like how the shades are laid down, and I really like that. So this palette has like 10 shades and 4 of them are matte and 6 of them are shimmery. The shimmery shades are really beautiful. The matte shades make for beautiful crease and transition shades. I think the only thing I feel missing with this palette is like a nice, like either like very dark brown shade or a black eyeshadow, like to make it like extremely sultry and smoky. You need that a little bit of a darker shade. Like that is my personal preference, but on its own the shades are beautiful. And let's now really get started with the eyeshadow application process. That is where it counts the most. I'm also going to swatch all the eyeshadows. First, let's jump into the eye makeup tutorial part of it. I'm going to mix these two eyeshadows and I'm going to apply them as my transition shade. I'm using the Vichy 03 brush for that. Color payoff is there, and the eyeshadow is blending also really nicely. I'm not having to do too much. You can see the colors did blend very beautifully. Now I'm going to take the Vichy 04 brush and going in with a little bit of a deeper shade. So I'm going to go ahead on the other end of the palette and I'm just going to use this color. So I'm going to pat the brush and I'm just going to apply the color on the outer corner and also on the crease. I'm actually amazed. I even swatched the eyeshadow palettes, almost all of them in the store, and they swatched very beautifully, but the real test is obviously like on the eye makeup, and so far everything is blending really nicely. So I might do like a halo look, so I'm just going to apply the color on the inner corner as well. This brush is so good for detail, like trees work. Absolutely love this. So far so good. You can see the eyeshadows blend beautifully, so there is no patchiness between the eyeshadows. I'm just going to cut the crease a little bit and just blend it with my fingers. Next I'm going to take this eyeshadow again on the Vichy 04 brush only. Apply this just on the inner and outer part of the cut crease that I used. Next I'm just taking a flat brush. I'm going to take this color right here. Beautifully even without like wetting the brush, and going back with the same 04 brush, just going to blend the edges. Again for the lower lash line, I'm going to take this shade right here again, and I'm using the Vichy 05 eyeshadow brush and like connect the outer corner and the lower lash line. This shadow right here, the second one, and I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. Again, this palette doesn't have a shade that is like light enough for doing, I think, like eyebrow highlight or inner corner highlight. So I'm going to just use highlighter that I've used on my face. So this is the Master Chrome Molten Gold in Rose Gold. I don't think I'm very comfortable using this anymore. Let me just finish the rest of my face. I'll be right back. So this is the final look. This is how the eye makeup looks basically. And I'm pretty impressed by the eyeshadows of this range. And as I mentioned, I did swatch other eyeshadows also, and everything swatched beautifully. They were nice and pigmented. They were not like very crumbly, and the mattes also, like, you know, blend beautifully. They really like working with them. It was so easy. I didn't have to try too hard to blend the eyeshadows. The color payoff is nice, and everything looks nice. Yeah. So yeah, really impressed with this eyeshadow palette. Couple of things to mention again, like as I mentioned earlier also, I did not like this. I don't care for this. Like, even if it is not there in the palette, it's not going to make any difference. And again, I feel like there should have been like, you know, two more shades, like one like very light shade for like inner corner highlighting, and one extreme like a little bit of a darker shade to, like, you know, if I had like a very deep brown or a deep black shade here, I could have, you know, like taken, like smoked it out a little bit more. But on its own, this is like how dark it is going to get. Try to use, like, I've used like 6 shades out of 10 shades here, and all of them performed exceptionally well. I think everything is nice, everything looks nice and blended, and they perform nicely on the eyes. I would suggest you to get them. Now they have 5 variants. You can check out the swatches online, and you know, whichever tickles your fancy, you can go ahead and get those. It's very compact, very lightweight, and you know, it's very easy, very travel friendly, very easy to carry. Yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you'll enjoy today's video, and do let me know what other reviews you want to see in the comments below. I'll be glad to do those for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.